Quote, haven't seen anyone during this quarantine beyond Tinder. First girl I start talking to talks about how horny she is and the quarantine's all that's stopping her. She could be convinced to come over anyways. Second girl I'm talking to is flirty but says she's 50-50 on coming over. We'll decide over the weekend. Third one seems down for everything, but when I invite her to hang out in person she gets pretty upset and chews me out for it. Feel genuinely bad about it and glad she had the balls to call me out. Just a wake-up call for me, but I was wondering if anyone here has been casually dating since the quarantine started. I asked for advice about dating to my crush, basically humble bragging that girl invited me over to her and I'm acting confused. She laughed and said what she thinks. I think my crush kinda likes me also, but not enough to consider me to date. My piece of S***. I asked the horse girl for some show recommendations. I then sent her this quote, so you have horses powder, I will now. What is my next move? Her family owns 10 horses, how the heck? $. I've never met someone this rich before. Well, stop mocking her and get on that rich daddy gravy train. Start looking up horses on Wikipedia so you can have a conversation with her and stop asking us for pointers. The board is called ADV, give me advice. Is her family normal? Are her parents still married? Almost everyone that age will live with other people in a nursing home. Granted, women outnumber men there, so depending on how serious you want your partner to be about you, it could well be hard or unrealistic. But I think if you just want to get laid, there's options. Especially because a lot of people probably think I want whatever I can still get in the limited time I have left. Like those stats are ridiculous. Sexuality waxes and wanes anyway, and I strongly doubt more than a rare exception keeps up the exact pace and amount of partners over a decade or two, let alone their whole adult life. Why are we talking about 90-year-olds F***ing? Because I posted a fake count and age. Quote, taught that they are princesses and the world should cater to them. Women are spoiled and many of them act like it. Sadly, they only want to be bad princesses. I want a good princess who is kind, delicate, likes to be called princess, likes to be pampered. But no one wants that. Aren't STDs generally rampant in old people's homes too? Quote, taught that they are princesses and the world should cater to them. Women are spoiled and many of them act like it. Sadly, they only want to be bad princesses. I want a good princess who is kind, delicate, likes to be called princess, likes to be pampered. But no one wants that. Also, the girl recommended these shows: Arrested Development, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, BoJack Horseman, Trailer Park Boys. She's really into comedy shows. Should I watch them and tell her they're good? Watch a bit and tell her more or less your actual opinion. Of course, don't be a D** about it if you think they're all S***, and instead choose to stress which one you liked best and why. But if you loved 1 or 2 of them or aspects of all of them but not the rest, tell her. Compliments, including someone liking your taste, mean nothing when it's compulsive flattery. Criticizing and praising at the same time shows you have a backbone and are not just saying what she wants to hear, as well as making positive comments land more. Quote, taught that they are princesses and the world should cater to them. Women are spoiled and many of them act like it. Sadly, they only want to be bad princesses. I want a good princess who is kind, delicate, likes to be called princess, likes to be pampered. But no one wants that. Girls, what do you feel when the guy from the back burner decides not to bother anymore? They just swap you out. Got any of their million other simps? I'm not a simp. I'm not giving her attention. Women are only attracted to chat or very rich men. If you are neither, they find you disgusting. Don't bother trying to attract people who hate you for existing. How often do girls masturbate? Personally, once a week. That's very much hormone-dictated, Des. One time I went 2 weeks without any sexual thoughts or tingles at all. Most of the time it's at least once per day, can go up to 8 times per day. Meh gonna add quote that's very much hormone dictated for me. Quote 8 times per day H hot. Whenever they think of Chad, women are only attracted to Chad or very rich men. If you are neither, they find you disgusting. Don't bother trying to attract people who hate you for existing. Do girls play with the P* while waiting to respawn in-game? If you're in the game, then they're already playing with the P*. No bully. Imagine being so weak-minded that you can't be alone with your thoughts for a 10-second respawn and instead you have to instantly find something else to occupy your brain and hands. If my girlfriend tells me she's feeling horny when we talk on the phone, what the F* am I supposed to say? I'm stuck working out of the country and just have no idea how to react to her saying this. I've never done phone sex or don't even know if that's what she wants to do here. I feel really stupid because I know it should make me hard or something to hear that, but it just puts pressure on me to say the right thing, and I never seem to do that. The way I've always handled stuff like that is talking about what you would want to do to or with them, or what you would want him to do to or with you, which will be more effective depends on the dynamic the two of you have. Things like MMing in response to her saying that work well too. That's just an answer for the kinds of things you can say though. I think the bigger issue is that it tenses you up and takes you out of the moment in a way that it makes you have a hard time responding sexually. You learn to have sex. This is another thing you can learn to do too. Explore it the same way someone who is a virgin explores sex. Be open and curious. Be communicative. I'll try. I just miss her a lot, and my insecurities well up when she says that because it's just further proof that I'm not physically there with her. I would love to explore it with her, but I get so depressed when a conversation turns to that. The two people I've camped with or sent nudes to both started out initially more towards the former. As I got more comfortable doing so, it became the latter as well. A girl has never asked me out. Just means you're not Chad. You've lost the genetic lottery and you will die sad and alone like the rest of us. Welcome to the club. So how many followers would you see? LS*IFY is not a lot on social media. I'm late to the Instagram game and I've just had it for almost 2 years now and have 170 followers and it looks so little compared to others. 50 is not a lot, I know. I think I have approximately 500 though, but I don't interact with 95% of them. Who cares though? This seems like such an insignificant thing to care about. I know it's an extremely stupid and pointless reason to feel insecure about, but yeah, you're right, I shouldn't care about it. 100 to 200 is basically normal for people who are moderately sociable but probably don't post a lot. If you're a hot girl you can expect to have way more than that though, honestly it doesn't matter. To girls who take and send nudes, do you do it because you want to give your partner something to look at? Or do you do it out of self-satisfaction, because you like the idea that you're hot and you want your partner to affirm that? The two people I've camped with or sent nudes to both started out initially more towards the former. As I got more comfortable doing so, it became the latter as well. Question for women: my girlfriend is very lovey-dovey with me and says she loves me all the time, but she also gets endless attention on her social medias and engages with a few of them. I try not to care, but it's kinda hard when it's on almost everything she posts. I don't bring it up with her because I know that's not a good color to see your partner in, but at the same time she always asks me if there's gonna be other women when I have to go somewhere for work or hanging out with friends. It feels a little two-faced for her to tell me that and still reply to random guys on her Instagram when I never say anything. I guess I never asked a question, but what I'm saying, I'm just really confused about what I should be doing. Do I tell her to stop replying to attention online? Do I throw it back in her face because of how she expects me to treat other hypothetical women I may interact with? Quote, do I tell her to stop replying to attention online if you don't mind your relationship ending? Sure. Girls might sound weird, but this is an actual serious question. What's a non-gross, scary way to tell a girl that you like to get your s** eaten? And eating it too, but since she didn't ask, I have to s** she's not into that. Works with any gross fetish, I guess. Get real close and mutter into their ear, I want your slimy f***ing tongue muscle slurping my rectum, I beg of you. Please. Works every time. Thank you, anonymous female poster. Quote, a girl that you like. First of all, if you don't already have a sexual relationship with her, please don't tell her this. It's crossing a lot of boundaries to do so. That out of the way. If you already have an active sexual relationship with her, then I would suggest for you to work up to it. Pillow talk is a great time for talking about things you're both into. But if it's things that are unlikely, they are better brought up in neutral settings outside of the bedroom. And eased into in the case of this. So for instance, gauging her opinion on a** or other tamer-related things. If she's receptive to that, you could ease into more, and even if she's not receptive to that, if you feel secure and comfortable enough in your relationship, you could still discuss more with her, just knowing that she likely will never fulfill that in that case. You're overthinking it and everyone's stuck texting alone to dwell on thoughts too much. There's also no physicality or tone to give you feedback either. Unless there's a clear reason to believe otherwise, just go with your overthinking it. It will help. I'm in a relationship with this girl and we have been texting a lot due to coronavirus. I need some outside source to give me their opinion on this. I think things are going pretty well. The only thing that I sometimes get worried about is that I usually say something like good night, sleep well, and she replies with you too. I feel like I'm overthinking this because it might not be something she values. I really need an outsider's take on this. Girls, how many back burners do you have? 0. From normie friends it must be 5 to 10. The really social ones could be anything from 20 to 50. Lots of dormant beaters who they'll only sporadically chat with. Quote, TFW on back burner, how to get out? No idea, I'm not social enough to know the functions of such mysteries. Now FX on the other hand are fun. Quote, TFW had chance with core math nerd one day but lost it, so I apologize. I think of navigating relationships more like solving X equals B. Quote, 5 to 10, 20 to 50, what the F***? These girls are heartless. Don't they realize that they're playing with feelings? Thanks for the honest answer. They don't consider you as human being really, not to mention thinking about feelings. You don't get how a moderately cute girl was treated from age of 0 till literally now. Literally everyone gives them attention and love. Not a single day per hour they had to feel lonely, bored, because there's always someone who would entertain them. Even guys who have better options would do it because it feels good to get attention. Smile from cute girl. Attractive girls are literally feels good dispenses without even realizing it until someone realizes some of them have rotten, damaged personalities behind good looks. It's very rare to find a girl that looks good and has down-to-earth personality and she doesn't feel superiority over others because of the power she holds between her legs. Usually it's the girls who were not that good looking younger but grew into cutes later in life. At least that's my experience. The reason you don't see more modest girls is because they don't put themselves out on display for you. They exist, you just haven't met him, because they don't want your attention. None. I don't even have a BF anymore, let alone guys on the back burner. Assuming every girl is swimming in male attention and DS is stupid. Assuming every girl is swimming in male attention and DS is rational, a reflection of reality, and unless she is literally in a casket, is always true. FDFY. The only guys I've talked to since I stopped going to work are a friend from school and my dad. The last time I talked to a female was 2015. You don't know anything about being detached from the opposite sex. This sounds like you problem. Wow, what an original response. Women literally have to make an active effort to have no male attention or friends. You can poke your head out of the window and land a husband if you wanted to. Meanwhile, non-Chad men will go entire decades without so much as a woman glancing the direction. Men need to be less thirsty then. It's difficult when you have a penis. Boyfriend of 2 years and I are now in an LDR because of COVID. Texting and calling was never a big part of our relationship, but now that it's all we have, I want to hear from him every day. I will ask how he is and he'll just reply okay and not ask how I am. If I call on the phone, all his answers are short and it's silent unless I talk. I told him I'm depressed and lonely. He says I need to toughen up because we don't know how long this will last and we're moving in together this fall, so I shouldn't be insecure or worried he's bored of me. I asked him to talk to me more, but he says that turns it into a chore, and why do we need to talk if there's nothing new to tell each other? He is not working, just plays video with his college friends all day. Is something wrong or is he just being logical?